What's up, Yogi? It's Hiro, and today we're gonna do my seated hip opener flow. So this is great if you don't have a lot of time and you want to open up your hips really quickly on all sides, as well as do a little bit of a core workout. So all you need today is a mat and your hips. Start off by extending your legs out in front of you. You can take your feet hips width apart. I like to dig my heels down into the ground. That's going to turn on my hamstrings and keep them nice and safe in a healthy range when we stretch. Try to sit up nice and tall and hinge the hips forward, folding forward here. I like to come into a little bit of a bounce, keep it a little bit dynamic, and I'm completely cold here as well. Haven't warmed up at all, so you're going to go through this hip warm up with me. I like to bounce here for about 10 times. And after 10, you're going to sit up nice and tall with a straight spine. You're going to take your right leg out 90 degrees, and you're going to face your chest right in between your two legs and do the same thing. Pressing the heels down. I like to not use hands so that I'm relying on my own hamstring strength here. Again, finding a bounce. Maybe about 10 times. I don't know if this is 10, I've lost count. But after you do 10, you're gonna place your hands down, and here's where we get into a little bit of core and hip flexion. Try with a straight leg, or if you're really tight, you can bend your knee to lift up the leg and take it all the way back together. I like to take another 10 here because I have tighter hamstrings. After you're done with 10 though, place your hands down. We're gonna do the other side, lift out to 90 degrees, 10 over here. And again, I'm hugging my belly in and trying to straighten out my back as much as possible. If ever you feel like your heels are pushing out, you've probably gone a little too deep, so keep hugging the feet in towards you. After you're done with 10, hands down, lift, try to keep your butt down as you take it on back. Now, onto the second exercise, we're gonna do half hero, half of me. So take your right leg and you're gonna come onto the top of the foot. If you have any knee pain and this hurts the inside of your knee, you can always sit onto a block. Okay? For me, I'm gonna be here. Don't necessarily need to bring the knees together, just as long as your knees aren't in line with your hips, that's great. And from here, getting into a little bit of core, a little bit of hip flexor. Place your hands down, really putting a lot of pressure down through the top of the foot. It's gonna open up the front of the shin, your ankle. And I'm gonna slide this other knee in towards my chest, trying to keep a straight spine. If your sole of your foot doesn't come down, you just have your heel down, great. Just squeeze in as tight as you can while keeping a straight spine. And you're gonna do this probably about 5-10 times, up to you. I'm gonna do it 3 so that we can move on to the other side. From here, releasing the leg out, do the other side, onto the top of the foot again, and you wanna feel the side of your butt with the inside of your ankle. Sit up nice and tall, belly in, slide it in, slide it back out. Slide it in, slide it out. For you, 5 or 10 times would be great. I'm gonna do 3, slide it back out. Now to get into the outer hip, what I like to do, I kind of call these like pigeon lifts, but it's more of like a squat lift. I'm gonna come over to my side. I'm gonna place my left foot down and come into a pigeon leg into the front side. Now notice this left foot is behind my right leg, and I'm going to lift up and back down, all the while putting a lot of pressure down through the right leg. And this is less so of a stretch on the right side. We're going to move into it a little bit deeper from here. I'm going to take this leg out in front, and then here I'm going to use my glute a little bit more, pressing up and down, up and down. So do these about 5-10 times on each side. Give that a try. Let me know how it goes. Give me a thumbs up, a comment if you have any questions. I'll definitely answer them.